morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. So, it's the next day now, so I'll set you up on the bench so you can have a look at what I'm up to. Right guys, so I don't know what happened to the video yesterday, but it does seem to be that the editing or something when I've uploaded it to YouTube. Anyway, it's cut out the difference between the Mini Sport and the actual standard knuckles. So this is a Mini Sport, part of a Mini Sport high-low section. So this is a standard knuckle joint. Yeah. This is a Mini Sport reinforced knuckle joint. Much better, as you can see. So let's just see if I can get them. Can you see that? You can't really see that, but I think they're about 12 and they're about 14 mil, so there isn't much difference between them. But Mini Sport reckon these are reinforced. They are pre-greased as well, which is always good. So yeah, that slots into there. Sorry guys. So yeah, that slots into there. Lovely, absolutely perfect. So I've now got a full set of them. I've got front and rear while I was there, so that's them. So as you seen on the last video, I had two shocks. Now that is the front shock, unfortunately, so that is no use to me right now. Again, it will just sit in a box. So I went across to Huddersfield Mini Spares today, rang them up first just to check that they stocked KYB shocks, and sure enough they do. So that is a brand new KYB rear shock. It's a premium rear shock. Now the thing is, again, there we go, premium. Now the thing is, a lot of people might say, oh, you know, you should be fitting better than KYB, things like that. Now for me, I've got Protex on the front. I'd love to go Protex all round, but just right now, as for getting the car on the road and to get with the car moving and things, I just can't warrant Protec rear shocks at the moment. This was about £14 or something like that, so that will go onto the radius arm in a moment. But let me just show you something else that I bought while I was at Mini Sport, because I told you in the last video that you can't buy the rubbers. Well, turns out I was lying. P&L don't stock the rubbers, but it does seem that everybody else, Mini Mime, Mini Spares, Huddersfield Mini Spares, everybody else seems to stock just the rubbers. So I bought 4 rubbers, and they will go in the pack for the rebuild kits. So if I ever need to rebuild them, I've got them. So that was them, and then that's the top of the shock. So again, you know, when you leave a mini spares place, you always think, have I got everything? Have I got everything? Yeah, I've got everything, no, I didn't bloody get everything. So for now, again, these are just going to have to do. I will even video me actually putting the new ones on to prove to you, but I've googled every nut and bolt place within a probably 20-mile radius, and they're all closed tomorrow. They open up Monday, so that'll be a job for Monday morning, or Monday while I'm on my dinner. I can go replace them. So let me just bring the radius arm in now. So that's the radius arm. Now I checked the schematics here, because just move that a bit further. Check the schematics, because I would have said that would have needed a washer on that side, but looking at that, and the schematics don't show a washer on that side. They only show the nut and bolt, which I've lost. There they are. So again, it's only going to be done up finger tight, because it is literally coming off within the next few days, just to hold it in place. So that is a radius arm. Obviously the rubber bushes to go on, because obviously that comes back off anyway, but that is 2 refurbished radius arms. So yeah, that's all done. Brand new brake lines, so away we go. So that is that section done. Holy sh... Right, I'm finding it very difficult to contain my excitement, but as you see there, and if we go around the other side, as you can see there, she is now on rear wheels. Shock, shock, and that is a radius arm and a radius arm. I don't think you'll be able to see much through there. No. Right, boys and girls, I'll go back in the house and explain what on earth I have been up to. Bear with me. Right then guys, it's the next day, so I do apologise for this being over a couple of days, but that is actually how long it has taken me to do this. So I did have footage, well, I tried to film some of the fitting the rear radius arms, high-lows, cones and the shocks, but unfortunately you can't see much because it's dark, and what you can see is just the back of my head and my arm. So it was pointless putting it in, so the footage I have got is not really that good. So what I'll do is I'll talk you through some of the issues I was having, and then if you have them issues, you know, hopefully you can deal with them probably a bit quicker than I did. So first of all, I was having issues getting the rubber to go over the washer and onto the radius arm at the back. I was really struggling with that until Keith Miller told me that there are two different size washers. So it was going on the washer, but then it wasn't going over because it's a larger washer. The rubbers are exactly the same size, but when it's stretched over that washer, you put that washer on, it does fall over. So that's step one. Another issue I had serious issue was the knuckles. So as you know, the mini sport knuckles are bigger in diameter than the standard knuckles. So whenever I was trying to fit one of the sides, it kept trying to pop out of the nylon cup. And that was purely, and I've worked this out now, it's because I bolted the shock up and it was putting too much pressure on it, so it wouldn't actually go into the, it's going to look rude this, but bear with me, it wouldn't actually go into the high-low, so it was like that point, and then it was trying to bend. So I think in the end, I think it did bend the high-low bar. So I went to Mini Sport. I got myself a full rear kit, which comes with the actual high-lows, the bar as well, and two new knuckles. I bought two new cones while I was there to try and eliminate any problems really. And I must say, it went a lot smoother once I'd stopped trying to bolt that rear shock up at the same time. So as you know, fitting high-lows, you need to, obviously, well, it's the same with trumpets as well, I presume, but obviously you need to get it to a certain point, and then as you lift, it should just pop in like that. Job done. I know Tina's going to have a field day with that actual movement there. Yeah, so like I said, I tried to film it, but you've also got to understand I don't have a bloody beautiful setup like Mr. Dave Jaguar, you know, we're not all got 4-post ramps and everything, but no, jokes aside, that guy's really helped me out recently. Lots of WhatsApp video calls to try and keep me going and stuff. So, and just to give me a bit of advice of why it's not going into the high-low and things. So yeah, a serious bit of advice I will give you as well is when you take the old nylon cup out, please make sure that is ultra clean inside there where the new nylon cup's going to go. I had to force them in. I actually used the vice, and I thought, well, they're in and that's it, but it's not right. Basically, you should just be able to, with a bit of pressure, I just put fingers either side and push them in. After I had really cleaned them out with a rag, and then I also actually sanded the inside of it with a bit of sandpaper, just to try and get some of that roughness off, and to get it back smooth. And like I say, once I'd done that, I was able to just push it in with my fingers, which was really easy. So yeah, it's on its back wheels. I know it might not seem a big achievement to a lot of people, and yeah, it probably shouldn't have taken me as long as it did, but I'm absolutely buzzing with the fact that it's on its back wheels now, because that really it gives me a big push. So I know a lot of people asking about front end. So the front end is coming. I just need to get hold of some more clamps and have a free weekend really, and then I should be able to crack on with that. So it's Fiesta this weekend, but hopefully once I get back from the Fiesta I might be able to do some welding. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, look after yourselves.